Late-night eating has a bad reputation. Many people have been told that eating after a certain hour automatically leads to weight gain, poor digestion, or health problems. Some rules are very specific, like never eat after 8 p.m. Others simply suggest that nighttime eating is a bad habit that should be avoided. But when we look at what health authorities and modern research actually say, the picture is far more nuanced. Health experts agree on one important point right away: the clock alone is not the problem. Eating at night is not automatically harmful. What matters is why people eat late, what they eat, and how late-night eating fits into their overall pattern. The World Health Organization does not set a strict cutoff time for eating. Instead, its guidance focuses on overall dietary patterns, food quality, and regularity. This reflects an important reality. People across the world eat at different times depending on culture, work schedules, family routines, and lifestyle. A universal rule about meal timing simply does not make sense at a global level. Where health authorities do raise concern is habitual late-night eating that is irregular, unstructured, or driven by fatigue rather than hunger. Research shows that when late-night eating is combined with poor sleep, high stress, and reliance on ultra-processed foods, it is associated with worse metabolic outcomes over time. One reason late-night eating can become problematic is circadian rhythm. The body has natural daily cycles that influence digestion, hormone release, and insulin sensitivity. Studies suggest that the body tends to handle large meals less efficiently late at night compared to earlier in the day. This does not mean eating late is harmful in itself, but it does mean meal size and composition matter more at night. Harvard Medical School researchers often emphasize that late-night eating is frequently a symptom, not the cause. People who eat late often do so because they skipped meals earlier, underate during the day, worked long hours, or experienced poor sleep. In these cases, late-night hunger is a normal biological response, not a mistake. This distinction is crucial. Skipping dinner or forcing yourself to stay hungry simply because it's too late can backfire. Suppressing hunger may disrupt sleep, increase stress hormones, and lead to stronger cravings the next day. Health authorities do not recommend ignoring hunger signals purely based on the clock. What experts are more concerned about is what late-night eating tends to look like in practice. Late meals are often rushed, eaten while distracted, and made up of convenience foods. Ultra-processed snacks, sugary drinks, and refined carbohydrates are common choices late at night because they are easy and readily available. These foods digest quickly, spike blood sugar, and may interfere with sleep quality. In contrast, late-night eating that consists of a balanced, moderate meal or a small, nourishing snack behaves very differently in the body. Protein-rich or fiber-containing foods tend to support satiety and cause less blood sugar disruption than highly refined options. This is why experts focus on food quality, not just timing. Another factor health authorities highlight is consistency. Eating at wildly different times each day can confuse appetite regulation. When meals are unpredictable, the body has a harder time anticipating energy intake, which can increase hunger and cravings. A relatively consistent eating window, whether early or later, tends to support better regulation than constant variation. Sleep plays a central role here. Poor sleep increases hunger hormones and reduces fullness signals, making late-night eating more likely. This creates a feedback loop. Late eating disrupts sleep, and poor sleep increases appetite the next night. Health authorities often emphasize improving sleep routines as a more effective intervention than enforcing strict food rules. Importantly, health authorities also recognize social and cultural context. In many cultures, dinner is naturally eaten later in the evening, and these populations do not automatically experience worse health outcomes because of timing alone. What matters is the overall diet quality, portion size, and lifestyle context. This is why experts caution against rigid rules like never eat after 7 p.m. These rules may work for some individuals as a behavioral tool, but they are not evidence-based requirements for health. When applied universally, they often increase anxiety around food and promote all-or-nothing thinking. Modern guidance instead encourages asking better questions. Are meals during the day satisfying enough? Is late-night eating driven by hunger or by habit and exhaustion? Are food choices supporting stable energy and sleep or undermining them? These questions are far more useful than watching the clock. The takeaway from health authorities is clear. Late-night eating is not inherently bad. Chronic undereating, irregular schedules, poor sleep, and reliance on ultra-processed foods are far bigger concerns. When those issues are addressed, late-night eating often becomes less frequent or less problematic on its own. Health is shaped by patterns, not timestamps. A nourishing diet eaten consistently, even if dinner is late, is generally far healthier than a chaotic pattern driven by restriction and fatigue. This perspective reflects a broader shift in nutrition science away from rigid rules and towards sustainable habits. If late-night eating is part of your routine, the goal is not guilt or elimination. It is understanding. Supporting your body with enough nourishment earlier in the day, improving sleep, and choosing better quality foods when eating late can make a meaningful difference. In a world full of simple rules and dramatic claims, health authorities offer a calmer message. Listen to your body. Look at the full pattern. And remember that timing is only one small piece of a much larger picture. If you want more clear, science-based explanations without diet fear or outdated rules, feel free to follow along. Nutrition becomes far less stressful when we stop fighting the clock and start working with our biology.